Husqvarna 125B leaf blower, and runs okay, I guess, but sometimes when you start it, you get a vapor lock in it or something like that, and that damn thing will kind of kick back, and I've busted my knuckles I don't know how many times doing that. What's going on is, of course, you set it on the ground like that and choke it and do all that business, but then when you go to pull it a few times like that, every now and then it'll kick back, and that whole damn thing will do that to you and just bust your knuckles all to pieces. So I got real tired of that and decided to fix it. So let me show you what I did. Now, of course, this is a chainsaw, but I just wanted to cover something real quick. In the instructions, it tells you to put your foot, your toe in this area here and hold it down while you hold the handle, and that's supposed to help you steady it while you're starting it. And I try to do that, but I don't know, this thing must have been designed for some little Japanese foot or something like that, because I can't get my toe in there, and I'm not a real big guy either. But when you're wearing work boots, it won't go in there, but I guess you can hold it a little bit. Anyway, the point of this is holding it with your foot's not a bad way to hold it down while you're starting it. So I'm going to see if I can do something like that on my leaf blower so it won't be jumping out from under me whenever I'm trying to start it. Okay, what I did is I made a little place to put your foot while you're starting this thing. So if it does kick, the motor tries to kick back, the motor's wanting to do, or the leaf blower's wanting to do that, so that you put your foot on that and hold it down in case it happens. So I've tested this, and it works pretty damn good. Probably could be a little shorter so it doesn't hit stuff when you're walking around with it, but I just made me something and put it on there. That's just a piece of wood, and the original design has got this little foot on there, and it's held with a bolt, metric of course, and I just took that bolt out, and this whole thing slides right off. I mean, one of these was over here. It slides right off, and when you do that, there's a tapped hole there, and this is the original bolt that was in it. And the tap bolt's just in plastic, but it's pretty heavy, so it's good, probably strong enough to do this particular job. So then I've got a piece of just an angle bracket here that's screwed into the wood, and then the other hole is, you know, got some washers on there, and then this bolts in the original threads that was holding that boot on there before. Okay, so that's that particular joint, and that's pretty strong, but I need to put another one in there. So I come back here in the back, and I got a bolt that's on the bottom here coming through the wood, and drilled a hole through the plastic. It's not as thick, it's only about it's less than a 1/16 thick, but to get in there and put that nut on there, I had to drill a hole through the plastic. So I got a nut and a washer on that, and it's holding it pretty good between the two points here. It's plenty strong enough. So I've been using this a while like this, and it seems to be working out, so I thought I'd share it with everybody. While I got it here, I guess I ought to mention I had to replace the carburetor on this once too. Took it to the dealer, Husqvarna dealer, and I really didn't want to do it, but he asked him how much to fix it, and I told him I thought it was a carburetor, just to act like it wasn't getting gas. He said, well, we can give you a new one for, I forget how much he said, they're right over there. And I said, that's not what I come in here for. I come in here to ask you to fix this. And he goes, well, I don't think it'd be worth your money when you get a new one right over there. And I said, how much? So he goes in the back, comes back out, and he says, well, we don't have a carburetor for it, and we'd have to order it. It'd be a month, and then if we do that and fix it, it'd be $75. I said, no thanks. So I left, and I came home, and I decided to fix it myself. So it's not a big deal. Just take these screws out, and I won't go into it here, but I got me a brand new Chinese carburetor for 20 bucks, and fixed it. It's been running for a couple of years like that now. And the reason they go bad is the gas, and they put this ethanol in the gas, and I think it just eats them up or something. But if you ever have to do that, just fix it yourself. It's not a big deal. Okay, so now I've got this little peg on there like that, and I put my foot on that to hold it, and of course don't get to choke it. But before I start it now, put my foot on that thing and hold it down. Of course, pull the trigger in and give it a couple of pulls, and if it wants to kick back now, when you're pulling it, it can't get away from you. So it's trying to kick back every now and then, but I got it held down with that foot, and it's not going to get my knuckles anymore. So if you Husqvarna people see this, there's a heads up for you. That and the chainsaw thing where there's not a big enough handle on it. That's it.